This summer, I had the wonderful opportunity of going to India for this amazing internship where I went to 3 different schools. One in Hyderabad, which is a college. It's called the Netra Vidyalaya. Over there, we interacted with the blind kids. They talked to us about their lifestyle, about their routines, and how they do work. One thing that I learned from them is that just because of their disability doesn't mean that you need to stop doing what you want to do in your life. Some of them want to be army forcemen, but they're still doing it also with their disability. It's so amazing how they want to give back to the society also with their disability. I'm so grateful for this opportunity for learning one of these things. The next school I went to was in Alampalli in Telangana, where we stayed there for 4 days and we interacted with the kids in many different ways. A few of the examples of what we did were we taught the kids how to speak English, how to do math, and how to talk in English. We also played games with them, we danced with them, and we had so many wonderful interactions with them. We had this thing called a study hour where we spent time with the kids and talked to the kids, and they talked to us about their life, and they asked us so many questions about our life and about America. They asked us about our schooling, they asked us about our friends, they asked us about many more things. Another thing we did there was this thing called Rainbow Loom. We took rubber bands and we taught them how to do Rainbow Loom. This was one of the most amazing experiences we did with the kids. They were so energetic about these things and they always wanted to keep doing more and more. We literally had to walk out of the classroom with the bag because we didn't have rubber bands. It was just so heartbreaking. One of the kids wanted a few rubber bands because they weren't in our class. And when I took out the bag, because I had like maybe 10, there were so many kids that came around me in a huddle, and it was so cute because they all wanted some. And so I gave like 5 to one kid, 2 to one kid. It was just so adorable because they were so happy with what they had. And they just keep asking, "Sister, can I have this? Sister, can I have this?" And when they were asking, we tried to make sure that they talked in English. So we're like, if you want something, you need to ask us in English. So they literally talked to us like we were their friends. And it felt like we were talking to our own friends in America. There was no difference. And I felt so happy to have this opportunity to go there and interact with them. Another thing we did was we went into the villages where we went into the kids' houses and they invited us as like the greatest guests of all time. We spent time with the parents of the kids. We talked to them about America. We got coffee. We listened to their stories about the village. We heard so many amazing things from the kids and the parents. The parents also wanted us to have coffee and tea of theirs, so we waited and talked to them more and we had some more. They were just so welcoming and so loving that they didn't have any ego or whatsoever to making us like, "Oh, we're strangers, we can't come in," or anything like that. A few other things we did in Alampalli is that we played games with them like Coco, Kabaddi, cricket, volleyball. We played so many games with them. We talked to them. They did art for us. They painted our nails. They did henna for us. It was just such a great bonding experience for us and them that I just can't wait to go again next year. After that, we had cultural programs. So we did some dances and they did some dances for us. We taught the whole entire school this one song called Obsessed, where we did the dances with them. We taught them in front of the whole entire school, and we even taught them in their respective classes. We also taught a few other dances to a few other kids. Like the 4th grade class, we taught them Bharatanatyam. And then in the 5th grade class, we taught them a few Bollywood dances. They wanted to learn dances, so we were like, okay, let's dance with them. And they were very interactive and they were so social. It was just so easy and so friendly to talk to them. They did a few dances with us and it was just amazing. Their talent is mind-blowing. Another thing we did as a group is we served the kids lunch and sometimes dinner. When we served the kids lunch, there was this one kid I was serving and I accidentally spilled some sambar on him. And he comes up to me, he's like, "Oh my God, Sambar sister, I'm gonna miss you so much." in my head, I thought he was going to hate me because I accidentally spilled sambar on him. But he comes up to me. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to miss you so much. You are one of the best sisters I have met. And he goes on. And he's like, I'm in 10th class. So next time you come, I can't see you. But you have to make sure to remember me. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're so sweet. And I felt so bad at that point that I accidentally spilled sambar on him. Anyway, so after that, we had like the most saddest send-off ever. Everyone was crying. It was so heart-touching. The kids in the school were crying. Little kids were crying. It was just so sweet. In the end, everyone gave us a big hug, and we just felt so loved. After Alampali, we went to Vizag, where we went to another blind school, but it was for younger kids. And over there, we learned how to write in Braille, and we also learned how to read in Braille and do math in Braille. And they are so instrumentally talented. They play so many instruments, the kanjira, the piano, the harmonica, and much more. They're so intelligent. They're so smart. There's kids in that school that went to Special Olympics. They were just that amazing. We also played like games with them. We played cricket with them. We played rugby with them. And they're just so amazingly smart with it. After that, we went back to Hyderabad and we went and saw Swamiji and we talked to him for a few minutes, and it was just an amazing experience altogether. Thank you so much, VTSeva, for this opportunity, and I can't wait to go again next year. All in all, I learned so much from this internship, and it made me change as a person. I can't wait for much more to come of this internship, and thank you so much once again. Jai Shri Manarayana.